Mr. Evers was found deceased today. There's video cameras inside and outside. What if I told you I have you on video and you pull a pistol out of your right front pocket and shoot him once in the back of the head?
Meet 52-year-old fire chief turned murderer Brian Easterling. Right now, Brian has just realized that his victim was recording his own murder.
It's on video. The whole thing's on video.
And very soon, he will be forced to tell his wife everything.
What happened? You just shot him?
I just panicked. I was just so upset.
This is a dream.
It's a nightmare.
Because underneath Brian's innocent face is an evil man, one that desperately tried to hide the murder of his own best friend.
I've never shot anybody or anything, and I don't know, I just got fed up of being lied to.
What did you do? What were you thinking?
On June 5th, 2022, police in Pensacola, Florida issued a welfare check on 63-year-old Michael Evers, a loving parent, grandfather, and car enthusiast who ran a repair shop specializing in restorations. After having not seen or heard from him in 3 days, concerned neighbors and family members knew something was wrong. They just had no idea how wrong it was. Police arrived in Mike's shop, Mako, to find him deceased, having been shot in the back of the head and covered up with a tarp. It was a tragic loss of life, not just to Mike's family, but the community who loved him. Fortunately, it didn't take long for detectives to have a suspect, Mike's close friend and business partner, Brian Easterling, the fire captain of nearby Baker, Florida. And while initially police didn't want to believe that Brian, a man they knew and admired, was behind the crime, they very quickly found irrefutable proof that he not only did it, but he didn't hesitate to do so. The following footage was kindly provided to us by Escambia County Sheriff's Office.
My name is Josh Timo. I'm an investigator with the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. I'm going to call the state attorney real quick on my phone because she wants to be able to hear. You there?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to read you something first, okay, Brian?
That is, of course, his Miranda rights. Brian signs them and gives verbal confirmation that he understands them without hesitation. Of course, down the road, when it's convenient for him, he changes his tune.
Do you understand all that?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about that? All right, if I can get you just print and sign your name right there for me. Can you think of any reason why we want to talk to you this evening, Brian?
No.
Okay. I've spoken to Michael that lives across the street from you. Mm-hmm. I've spoken to Glenn. There was an incident that happened on Thursday. Okay. In Escambia County. Were you in Escambia County on Thursday?
Yes.
All right. What were you doing in Escambia County?
I went and visited my Mako.
At Mako. Okay. And after you left Mako, where did you head?
I came back here. I had a meeting at the fire station at 7 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Mr. Evers was found deceased today. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A family member called in a welfare check for him. Pensacola Police Department went to his residence. Weren't able to find him. They went to his business on Creighton Road. Okay. They located him inside, covered up with a car cover. Okay. When I got there, I learned that there's video cameras inside and outside. There.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I reviewed those video cameras. Okay. I've shown that video to Michael, Glenn, and your wife, along with 2 people that were at Mako when you and Mike met there. All of those people identified the individual on video as you. Okay. It's a very good video. Very clear video. I'd be happy to show you. Show you just how clear it is walking into the building. Okay. So I'd like to ask you again, when you left Mako, where did you go?
Well, I swung by there to pick up some parts and then headed back.
Okay. What happened there on Creighton Road?
Mike had to go to some kind of function, and so I was in a hurry. So we just swung by there, picked up some parts, and then I left.
Okay. What truck did you drive to Pensacola that day? Michael's truck. What truck did you leave Mike shopping?
Michael's truck.
Okay. What truck did you use to drop the Mustang and trailer off at the church in Milton?
I didn't drop it. I left there, and Michael's truck came straight to the fire department.
Okay. What if I told you I have you on video walking up behind Mike, and y'all are over by the orange truck, red truck, talking, and you pull a pistol out of your right front pocket and shoot him once in the back of the head? I told you, I've got the whole thing on video.
Yeah.
Okay. My reason for being here this evening isn't so much what happened, because I know what happened. It's on video. The whole thing's on video. One of the questions I was going to ask you when we got here is what happened to Mike's truck. We've since found it down by the Circle K at the down at the Circle K by the gas station down there. Okay. So I don't need to know where the truck is. Basically, my only question, the only thing I need answers to right now, and the same thing with your wife, I just got done talking to her, is why.
I don't know.
And I'll be honest with you, when we started investigating this morning, and I mean, you see the picture I got from the video, it's crystal clear, and all the cameras are. And I started looking into you. I don't understand why. I mean, you retired Air Force?
Civil service.
Civil service, firefighter for 26 years out there.
Yeah.
Current fire chief of Baker. And I kept telling myself, I'm like, something's not right here. This doesn't make sense. This guy didn't do this. This guy doesn't have a history. You're 52, 53 years old.
52.
You got some little DV stuff, in the early 2000s,
Some what?
domestic violence stuff in the early 2000s, but nothing like this.
Little isn't exactly how I'd describe that offense, especially given the fact that it was against his wife, while they had a toddler in their home. If someone is willing to strike their spouse, violence really isn't off the table for anyone, is it? Apparently, not even a close friend and business partner of nearly 2 decades.
When I talked to the manager at the Mako, she said y'all hung out there until about 5 o'clock. She had to leave at some point, but came back and y'all were hanging out in the office just talking. So it doesn't sound like there's any animosity there. So what happened?
Well, he owes me some money, and he refused to pay me. Says he owes everybody money.
How much money does he owe you?
About 25 grand.
Okay. So.
He gave me this sob story about building this new shop, and
So. What was the reasoning for taking the trailer and the car?
to get my 25 grand.
Okay, to sell it to get your money. Okay. So if you don't mind, we'll just kind of start over a little bit. Why did you use Michael's truck that day?
Oh, well, because Michael had backed over a mailbox the day before,
Okay.
and I was going to ask Mike to see if he could fix it for him as a favor.
Okay. Did Michael know that? Because Michael was under the impression that your truck was broken, something about a tire, that you needed to borrow his truck that day.
No, I just was asking Michael if he could look at where he backed over a mailbox the day before.
Okay. So what time do you think you got to the Mako that day?
Well, we were supposed to go have lunch, but he had some employees calling sick and one's got COVID. And but he couldn't leave Mako. And then his daughter-in-law, or stepdaughter, had to leave. So we waited, and then I had to get back, and he was just kind of blowing me off. So I just.
Well, yeah, he owed you 25 grand. I can understand him blowing you off. I'm sure that pissed you off quite a bit. It would me. So you'll hang out at the Mako until about 5-ish?
Yeah, it was, like 5, because I told him I had to get back.
Okay.
And he said, we'll run by this thing. He had some parts, and then he was going to give me the money. And then we got there, he said he didn't have the money, that he owed somebody else $9,000 and had to put $30,000 in his in the account just to keep Mako afloat. Just more excuses. So.
Yeah, the whole time he's building a new shop.
Yeah.
So.
And has all those cars, and you can't do nothing with them.
Yeah. So y'all get back to his shop there on Creighton. Walk me. You weren't there long, so just kind of walk me.
No, he walked in and he said he was going to go get money, and then he went in there and he came back out and he was like, "Listen, man, I just don't have your money." And I'm like, "Well, I got bills to pay and stuff to do, and it's been all week. I was supposed to be over there, and I finally picked up one of my cars that was over there. It's been there for a long time, and then I don't know. I just got fed up of being lied to, and then turn around and he buys more cars, and I mean, I love him, but it is like you're just taking advantage of.
Now, was the 25 grand like a one-time thing, or did it start with him owing you 5 grand and then 10 grand and then 15, or?
Well, we were supposed to be partners in a car, and he didn't come up with his side of the money, and then he needed to borrow some money, and then it just ended up being a total of 25 grand.
Okay.
First off, we'd like to apologize to your eardrums for whatever the heck is going on in the detectives group chat. Secondly, there's a much worse drone going on beneath those annoying notifications. The sound of Brian Easterling's lies. Throughout this interrogation, he continuously claims that Mike Evers owed him $25,000, when to this day, there is absolutely no proof of that. In fact, the co-worker that the detective previously mentioned speaking with disclosed that just prior to Mike's death, he told her that Brian was stopping by to pay him back. In other words, based on her testimony, it looks a lot like it wasn't Mike who was strapped for cash, it was Brian. But murdering someone just to cover up debt you owe doesn't exactly win over a jury, does it?
After you shot him, what did you take out of his pockets?
Just his phone.
Just his phone? Okay. He didn't have any cash or anything on him?
No. I was seeing if he had my money, because he acted like he did. But then he told me he had to put $30,000 in the bank that day just to cover his Mako business.
Okay. And then you covered him up.
Yeah.
What was the thought behind that?
I don't know. It was just rage. I mean, I shouldn't have done it. I know I didn't. But I just feel like I was just getting the wrong end again. I mean, I've never shot anybody or anything, any violence before, but I need the money to do things that I need to do, and he said he had the money,
and then from what I can see, you go outside, you get in Michael's truck. You go and park that kind of down around the corner. Then you come back and you get Mike's truck. What was your thinking? What was your reasoning with taking Mike's truck? And
really, I was going to take it to his house and just take the Mustang.
you said you took his cell phone. Where is his cell phone now?
I don't know. I just threw it out.
Okay, along interstate or along Highway 90 or any area in particular?
It was somewhere on Scenic Highway heading towards the interstate.
Okay, Scenic heading towards the interstate. What about the gun?
Yeah, I threw it out.
Where'd you throw it out at?
Over the bridge.
Over the bridge? While you're driving his truck? Or?
No, Michael's truck.
Okay. What about the clothes you had on that day? Do you know where those are at? Are they at the house, or did you throw them away? Or?
I did throw them away,
Okay. So they'd be at the house?
Yeah.
What kind of gun was it you tossed off the bridge?
It's 38.
Okay. 38 revolver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The reason I ask is because they're doing a search warrant at your house right now, and they found a 32 caliber pistol.
That was my dad's.
That was your dad's.
Yeah.
And what they're trying to do is they're trying not to take everything, so they're trying to get it narrowed down.
Yeah.
So.
I've never had bullets for it. It's just an antique, like 1907
Okay.
or something.
So it was a 38 revolver. Okay. Is there anything else you think that's important that I haven't asked you? Okay. Did you look anywhere else in the business for money, or did you just look in his pocket?
No, I just looked in his pocket. I went upstairs, the door was locked, but then I left.
Okay.
It was locked.
Okay.
He told me the money was there.
Okay. Do you know what kind of 38 it was? I mean, was it a Colt or a Rossi, anything like that?
No.
A little snub nose, or did it have a long barrel?
No, it was short.
Short barrel. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. I'm going to step out here real quick and talk to the state attorney. I'll come back in and talk to you some more if she has any questions. Okay. I'm going to let you talk to your wife before we get done tonight, if that's okay with you, if that's something you'd like to do.
That's fine.
Obviously,
I know.
she's upset.
She's destroyed.
So the only reason, the only question she had for me is a reason, why. And I told her, I said, I can't tell you the why. The only person that has the answer to that is Brian.
Yeah.
So that I think it'd be better, coming from you than coming from me. Okay.
Detectives follow Brian's wife into the room, who is facing a horrible new reality. The fact that the man she trusted to keep her safe all these years is a killer, and that he killed someone who was not only his friend, but hers.
I'm sorry. Oh no, you made me so mad. was supposed to pay me back $25,000, and he didn't. He told me he had to put $30,000 in the bank to cover for Mako.
You told me that he was
Yeah,
hurting.
he was hurting but it's always an excuse, always for an excuse.
But what did you do?
I just lost it. It just made me so mad. He just blew me off like I'm not important, and just totally it's like, oh well, he doesn't care about what I have to have or what I need. And it was just rage. I was just so mad.
But if you didn't have your gun, you wouldn't have did.
I know. If he wouldn't have even told me he didn't have it, I wouldn't even have went over there.
But why'd you take Michael's truck?
Because I was gonna have it. He hit the mailbox, and I asked Mike at Mako if he would paint it. That's the only reason. But it wasn't. I mean, Mike said it wasn't that much damage, so I just.
But you just left him.
I know.
What'd you
I
do?
just-
You just shot him?
I just panicked. I was just so upset because he just listen. I know. I'm sorry. I ruined everything, and I lost my temper, and he wasn't gonna just belittle me. It was just rage. I'm sorry. I left there when we left Mako. He said he had money at his shop, so we were gonna swing by there, and then I told him I had to go to my meeting. And then when I get there, he gives me this sob story and this and that, and I was just like, this. It's like he takes advantage, and it's like, I owe this person $9,000, and I owe this person
That's why I
$25,000.
thought it's not you.
I know it's not me, honey. It's just my rage. I just was like, because there's things I want to do, but I can't do nothing when.
What were you thinking?
Nothing. I wasn't. It's my rage. I'm sorry. I just. I know. But please, just listen to me. I know. I'm not worried about me. I deserve whatever happens to me.
It's all of us.
I know. What do you think? I'm not gonna ever get to see my kids or my grandkids or you. But please.
But how did you do that? He was your friend.
I loved him like a brother. But he just
Why'd you buy
belittled
his
me.
car?
What's that?
Why'd you buy his car?
Well, because I got money in that car.
Did you take money after you? What
He had-
did you do?
No, nothing. He didn't have any money. He didn't have anything. So I don't know why he tried to tell me he did.
It's not worth it.
I know.
I'm so sick. I don't know what to do. What to do. And you.
Just get your dad to help sell everything. And
Brian.
I don't know. I can't take it back. After this second, I didn't know what to do. I
What
panicked.
did you do? You just shot? You just pulled your gun out and shot him?
It was just rage. He turned his back to me and he just and I just snapped. Honey, I'm sorry.
We always talked about people doing stuff like that now, crazy and what ruin people's lives.
I know.
And this just
But he
doesn't seem real.
I just lost my temper. I never have done it before. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like you just jerking me around. And
Brian has not just destroyed his family, but Michael's as well. As devastated as his wife is, Mike's children and grandchildren were just as shattered. In court, his daughter testified, 9 months after he was killed, my daughter told me she was afraid the same person who killed her pop was going to kill her. The very day that Mike was killed, his daughter and granddaughter had actually moved into their new home just over the Alabama state border in order to be closer to him. Instead of being greeted with a new life with him, they were greeted with the most horrific news they could possibly imagine. And all of that, Brian explains away with this simple statement: over and over.
It was it was just rage. And then once I did, then I just panicked. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I couldn't.
This is a dream.
What?
This is a dream.
I know. It's a nightmare. I knew. I've never.
I know. You've always took care of people and helped people, and I
I know.
understand this.
But I just wasn't going to be screwed over again. I just would not.
Now where are you? Now where are you at?
I know. I'm going to be in the jail the rest of my life. Just call your dad and explain to him, let him help you, sell my truck, sell the camper, sell the house if you need to, and just take care of yourself.
I need to know, is there anything else?
What?
Is there anything else I need to know? This
No.
just doesn't seem right. How'd you come home and be calm? You just left.
Well, after that, there's nothing and then I was just like, just do. I can't believe it.
You don't have rage like that.
What's that?
You don't have rage like that.
I don't. I've never hurt anybody before. But I just wasn't, the way he just talked to me, I just wasn't. I mean, he switched to, but everything was fine. And then it was just, I don't have the money, I had to put money in the bank to pay for Mako. And it's just like I get lied to my face. And I feel like I get used in here. He's got all this money or supposed to have all this money and all these cars, but yet he can't pay me what he owes me.
But you don't kill anybody.
What?
You don't shoot.
I know
I
better,
he was
honey.
dead. There, you should have called the police.
Then why did I would have gone straight to jail? I couldn't think. I just had to leave. I
I
didn't
thought
know.
if anything has to be on self-defense, you couldn't just do this. So unbelievable.
I just want to die. I deserve to die.
You been taking anything, medicines or anything different, or?
I wish I could blame it on that, honey, but I just blacked out. It was just rage. I wanted to hit him, but I don't know. I just grabbed my gun and shot him.
That tiny little comment there, of course I could blame it on that, but it was just rage, ultimately led to Brian's undoing. At trial, he tried to claim that a medication he took for insomnia, clonazepam, affected his judgment in the interrogation room. He claimed to have taken it 2 hours before he was questioned by police, rendering his entire interrogation unusable because he was under the influence. He cited his mumbling in response to questions as signs that he was unfit to be questioned. In reality, it seems like that mumbling was a symptom of something else: shame, which, to be fair, is totally deserved.
I just didn't
And
want
he
to.
told you you had your money?
Yes.
I thought you hadn't. I wish I'd asked more questions or done something to help you. It's my fault, I guess.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I just wanted to make sure everything financially was supposed to come my way.
No, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I know. I can't take it back. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. Just face whatever. I know it's going to be tough on everybody. But
Total shock. Jesus.
you deserve so much better. My rage, I just
Is that why you knew? Because you knew you had cameras and stuff.
I knew he had camera. I knew I was gonna get caught. That's why I didn't do nothing. I wasn't gonna try to hide it.
That's why I wanted to go this weekend.
But I just wanted to spend some time with you. 'Cause I knew it was coming.
For real, Brian.
I know.
This is not happening.
I know.
I don't know what to do.
Just go to you had to go to your dad and let them help you get everything
I'm
out of
so
my.
sorry.
No, it's my fault. I was just trying to provide for us, and not that. Okay, we're gonna be set. Mike's gonna pay me, and I have my money back, and then. And it was just a split second. I just was so mad. I was like, he's not gonna treat me like this.
Then you just left him.
I know. And I'm so vexed. Look, like a brother, I trusted him.
He said his daughter was moving down here and he's gonna get to be closer with his grandkids.
And then he turned around and just like laughed in my face, just telling me that my needs aren't important, his needs, and here he's building more shop and he can't even afford to pay his people at his work, and use my money to.
So sorry. It's not worth things.
I know it's not worth it. I just lost my.
So
It's just that rage. I
money
just
is
don't
not-
know what.
Money is not. We could
I
have
know.
done stuff.
I know.
We could have
I know.
done, and I don't have a clue. Where's the gun?
I threw it out. I didn't know what to do.
Is there anything else?
Just sell everything.
I can sell things. Oh, no, they're not. I don't even know.
Don't worry about me. I don't spend a dime of our
I don't
money
have,
on me. What?
I don't have anything.
What do you mean?
I don't have even though I'm gonna get in bank accounts.
I can get you all that stuff. They'll want me to write all that stuff down for you. But it's
Ryan, why is this okay with you?
what?
It's fine. I asked you the other day, I was like, oh, something's not right.
It's just what? I don't know. It was just rage. I didn't go there with the intentions. I mean, I was gonna take there with me. To show him the cars. I did not have any intentions on doing. But when he blew me off and told me that he had to use the money to put in the bank, and then there sat the Mustang that I got money in. I was just like, I'm gonna take my car.
I'm so sorry that you were so
That's
stressed out
stupid.
financially that you feel like you had to do that.
So many things that we plan on doing, and
I
just
didn't want, it's not
I know.
something you
Neither did I. Neither did I. But I just wasn't gonna be. Felt like
I feel so stupid for not knowing. I thought that was your radio coming out the door.
what?
When they came, I thought it was your radio. I was like, we'll pop in the room.
I knew it was just a matter of time. I wasn't gonna try to. have to be strong. Call so they know what's going on. I know.
Again, all of this Brian is trying to explain away with rage, a statement he makes 20 times during the interrogation. Yet at trial, Brian tried to use a totally different explanation for his actions. Any guesses? It's a classic one.
You just have to take care of yourself, honey. And there's nothing. I'm done. And it was just split second rage, and I wish I didn't have my gun on me. I probably would have hit him and got in a fight, but I just wouldn't. It just wasted my time for nothing.
It's like I always say, you try to do too many things for people, trying to please everybody, and getting pulled around for a bitch fight. But
I know. I know. I let everybody down. I know.
Did you get your wife?
no, it's not good enough.
It's not. I had no reason. It was just, this is rage. I run everything. I mean, I got my wife, I got 2 kids, I got 4 grandkids. All of them are just an instant of rage. But if he just would have told me, I wouldn't even gone over there.
Like I told you earlier, it's not only, Mike's family that's, destroyed
I know.
by this.
I know. He loves his daughter, and I love my like a brother, and that's why it hurts. So it just, I don't know. It's just the rage. Yeah. I even was gonna take my grandson over when we went the first time. But then he canceled and said he had to go. He can go to Mako because his employees show up.
Why did you take his phone and toss it out?
I don't know. I just panicked. I don't know. I took Michael's phone and
That's just something I thought of, because his wallet's still in his pocket.
yeah, I wasn't there to rob him. I wanted my money, and then I just got angry, and then he just turned his back to me, and was, it's like, so just the rage. I've never pulled my gun on anybody, but I don't usually carry it just to protect my family. I don't run so many lives.
What?
I said I just ruined so many lives because of my anger.
Are y'all in financial trouble right now?
No, but I got cars that I wanted that I need money to finish, and he's supposed to pay me money on the car that was on the trailer, 65 Mustang, and he just, but it seems like he always has, I didn't even know anything about this other shop that he was building, and then he's like, well, I have a $50,000 draw so they can start building my building next week, and I don't have the money. And I did have the money, And then he had to deposit $30,000 in his account on Thursday morning. And then if you would have just texted me and said that I don't have your money, and then I wouldn't have went over there.
How long has he owed you this money?
Well, we were in that car's since, I don't know, I have to look at the date on the fastback, and then this one probably since February.
Okay, so about 4 months.
4 or 5 months, yeah. But it was supposed to be just a quick flip, but then he put it in the shop for so much of things, and it's been in the shop, and he just picked it up Thursday.
Making excuses.
There may be a reason that Brian didn't know about another shop being opened. Mike's son-in-law has made a public statement, saying in part, Mike Evers planned to end business dealings with Mr. Easterling because he was tired of getting screwed over by the guy. Unfortunately, Mr. Easterling took it upon himself to end their dealings together in a different way, involving violence, theft, and pure evil. According to Mike's family, it wasn't money owed that set Brian off. It was Mike cutting him out of the business after his repeated bad choices.
All these people, they have nothing but, excuse me, great things to say about you, and they can't believe it.
I didn't believe it. I've just never been so. Nobody's ever just disrespected me like that, and I just snapped.
What was it? Him turning his back on you?
Yeah, well, he's just like told me it was no big deal. Well, I'll get it. I got, he's got 49 cars, but they all got to be fixed, and he can't fix them, so it's just money just sitting there, And
well, you could use the money.
we weren't hurting, but I mean,
But it's
I don't make a lot
ahead.
of, we used to just do 1 or 2 cars at a time, and it was fine. But then when his parents passed away, he inherited a bunch of money, but then he went and blew it all on all those cars that are just been sitting there for the last 6, 7 years. And then I'm like, what are we supposed to do? We can't fix him, and he has no place to work in that shop. But I mean, if he just told me he didn't have my money, then it wouldn't have been a big deal. But just the way he talked to me, I don't know. I don't normally lose my temper that bad. I do have a temper, but I've never, like I said, I've never pulled my gun on anybody or threatened anybody. But just the way he turned his back and it was like, well, I've got to go. I've got other places to be. And I'm just left standing there.
What did you do afterwards? Your meeting?
I did. I was there. I made it to the station. I was just in shock. I just didn't know. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to take the car because I had money in the car.
We didn't need it.
Michael struck it up. He didn't even have a tow hitch on or a trailer thing on it. So I was like,
It's just you, Brian.
well,
You take that medicine. You had me pick up that medicine that day.
what's that?
You had me pick up your medicine. What day? Was it Thursday? Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, I did some yesterday. Have you been out of that? Have you been?
It ain't the medicine. It's just my temper. And I never felt that rage, And I don't know. I just I don't want to say, I did it, but I was just so angry because I just wasted all this time, because I went to Mako and he said, he had to stay there because his stepdaughter had to leave. So
He always would give you the runaround.
right, the runaround. And I was just tired of being in the runaround. I mean, when he needs something, I was always right there, whatever he needed. Whatever he needed.
That's what they say. You always help everybody, and overwhelmed you or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I couldn't make sense of it myself. It was just a reaction that I regret, and I'll regret it the rest of my life. I didn't go there intentionally, and it was just a stupid mistake. Because I love Mike and I were, his dog, he got him from me, I mean, through his divorce, it's just, I really looked up to Mike, but then he just got too big, and then he started just treating the little people like shit. But he still needed things, but he just, I should have never even went over there. If you would have met me when I had casing, then, I mean, it wouldn't happen.
I don't know how I'm gonna do
You're just gonna have to call him, tell him that you need to talk to him, tell him. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else you can tell him. I mean, so many people are let down. I know. Everybody at work.
Brian's actions not only threw two families into a tailspin, but the entire fire department in Baker. In an instant, they lost their captain, who had been working with them for close to 3 decades, and were suddenly bombarded with calls. So much so that in one instance, a firefighter begged reporters to leave them alone, saying they weren't ready to make a statement and pleading, please stop calling.
Do either of y'all have any questions of me?
I don't know what to do.
Obviously, Brian, your warrant is a no bond warrant. There's no bond on it. You'll be booked into the Okaloosa County Jail tonight. They'll extradite you back to Escambia County, which is a few counties over. And from there, the legal. Oh, go ahead.
Can you say it again?
Yes, ma'am. He'll be booked into the the Okaloosa County Jail this evening, and then he'll have court. And if the crime happened in Escambia County, he'll have to be extradited, taken back to Escambia County in the next few days. I see you have your wedding ring on. Obviously, they're not going to let you have that in the jail. I don't know if you want to.
I can get it off. I ain't been able to take it off in years. You got some soap or something I can try to.
No, we'll get that handled for you. So that way you can get it.
And I don't even wear mine in bed, so
You want to say your goodbyes?
Got a hugger.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so sorry, honey. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Just be strong, please.
With his wife off to take care of the mess he's made of their lives, detectives return to ask him a few more clarifying questions.
When did y'all do this deal that he's been cheating y'all, screwing you out of money on?
It's been about a year on a Mustang that we were doing. That's one, and then when he bought that 65 coupe, I had my monies from when my dad passed away, and we were supposed to just quickly flip it around, but he had it tied up in the shop.
Why did you take the gun with you today? Or
I always carry a gun.
You always
I
carry.
have concealed carry.
You do have a concealed carry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I noticed on the video when Mike walks in and you're standing at the doorway, you're looking around pretty hard. You're turning, you're looking, you know, basically from what it looks like to me, you're making sure nobody's around. Is that accurate?
No.
You turn in a complete circle.
I'm just looking around. I mean, he said he was just going to go get the money. And then he went in the hallway, and then he came out, and then we started talking about money he's got tied up in the cars on the lift there. And then the truck, the burgundy truck. And then he was just telling me you don't have the money.
At what point did you decide, or did you get angry?
I feel like I'm just getting lied to my face and cheated out of my money. I mean, Mike and I have been doing cars for 15 years, you know, and it's just, it seems like I always end up with a short end of the stick on.
So you and him have been working together or knowing each other for a long time?
Yeah, 15 years.
Okay.
I loved him like a brother. I mean, it was just rage. Because I went there expecting to get my money.
Y'all talk pretty regularly?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's always one excuse or the other.
Did he usually carry money with him?
He deals a lot with cash. That's all he wants is cash. He hides a lot of the business by cash and runs it through a business that's not even his. And I mean,
Because I talked to a couple people and they said he usually carries a money clip full of money.
well, usually I always see it in a bank bag.
And other people say it's usually in a red bank bag.
Yeah.
We never found a red bank bag.
Yeah, neither did I.
So it wasn't in the truck. You didn't have it with him.
He didn't have it. He told me I had to deposit $30,000 Thursday, which you probably can check his records.
Yeah.
But he said that he didn't have enough money to pay for his people to work for it to cover the bills at Mako. And so he used that money for that. And I mean, if you would have just told me that to begin with, I wouldn't even come over there.
Did you go back by the shop in the past few days to? I'm assuming you knew as soon as.
I knew it was just a matter after I left it. I mean, as soon as it happened, I was so stupid. I didn't know what to do. I was just so angry.
Well, I hate it. You know, I mean,
I hate it. Believe me, it hurts me a lot more than that. I mean, I ruined my whole life over just some anger. And it wasn't worth it, I know. But I just hate being taken advantage of. And we're supposed to be like close friends. I mean, if you just told me you didn't have the money Thursday, I wouldn't even went over there. Well, I was going to pick up the Mustang and we had some work to do to it.
Finally, detectives are ready to take Brian to his new home.
All right, sir. Go ahead and stand up for me, okay? Turn around for me, okay? Place your hand by your back.
Brian's trial was not an easy one for his family, Mike's, or prosecutors. As we stated earlier, Brian initially tried to have his confession thrown up because he claimed he was under the influence of medication. The judge refused and the prosecution was allowed to submit his confession into evidence. Then Brian needed a new tactic. He shifted his defense to, you guessed it, self-defense. He claimed that he feared Mike was rushing to get a gun when he shot him, and that he only did so because he feared for his life. In response, the prosecution asked, what part of the back of the head of Mr. Evers were you scared of? Ultimately, Brian was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.